was finally called. It was Pandemonium, but it was the best street party I've ever been to. So it was great fun. Today we're going to go through like follow up from last time we spoke. This time we're defining your contacts a little bit more and actually using hashtags. So this is a great way to manage your communications channels, you'll be able to define your message to particular people, things like that. For an example, I don't know if some of you got my text message this afternoon, but I was able to, so all my agents that I look after, both you guys and Front Royal, I have in my YCart, and I have a hashtag attached to you guys. Well, I have multiple hashtags. And the one, if you got my text message this afternoon, I used a hashtag to send that text message out. So it gives you an idea of how to manage it and, send out different communications. So let's get started. Okay. I'm just going to hide you guys because you're a bit large. There we go. Okay, so what's a hashtag? So a hashtag is a version of labels within the MyYCart Smart CRM system. Don't think social media hashtags, it's not the same thing. You can use these to organize your contact list for quick filtering and communication triggers within the MyYCart system. There is no limit on the number of hashtags you can create in your account and apply to an individual contact. They can be manually added or automatically set up depending on the contact. In saying that though, I wouldn't recommend having more than maybe 10 hashtags attached to one contact. If you've got more than 10 attached to a contact, I'm gonna raise concerns and go, why is this happening? And just, have a better understanding of why this is happening. Okay, so just a quick recap. So in MyYCart, there are 8 statuses. So there's Sphere, which is contacts you know or who may not, you may or may, contacts you know, but they may or may not be searching for real estate. You have prospects, which you have met and they want information. You're trying to convert them into a lead and directing them in that way. A new lead, of course, is someone who signed up on your website or other lead generating efforts. An active lead is someone who you're actively who's actively returning to seek information, such as open homes, website views, etc., etc. Client is actually a contact you are working with, so you're showing them homes, you're signing paperwork, you're doing that kind of thing. Contract is contacts who have been buying and in the buying and selling process. Closed, contacts who have completed their transaction, so they've bought their house, they sold their home, that kind of thing. Archive, these are contacts you don't have intention to work with or communicate with any further. Moving these will unsubscribe them to everything. Basically, they're deleted. Like I've mentioned before, don't ever put someone in archives until they have said, I don't want to hear from you anymore. I don't want this. Just leave me alone. Because like I mentioned before, you never know what they could do. A consumer's mind is a mystery. As you know, then you got your type: buyer, seller, renter, vendor, agent. You can have multiple types on there, but please keep it to something that they're going to actually do. Think about how you buy a house or something like that. Okay, so hashtags at a glance. Okay, so you can create your own hashtags. You can view them in your Smart CRM. Contacts with hashtags applied will display those labels right underneath their name when you're viewing the contacts table in the Smart CRM system, as you can see from the picture. Also, you can open up their actual file in this Smart CRM system, and you can see all the hashtags on the left-hand side of the contact record. Okay, so using a hashtag as a filter, you can use these to filter through your Smart CRM system. It is very common for agents to use hashtags to label their contacts in regards to their search preference. So if the person wants a pool, or they want a 2-bedroom home, or they want a row home, it's great to use as like a way to communicate. Also, you can do this when conducting an open home. You can use the address as a hashtag that will be attached to when you're using the lead generation tool, like the Open House app. So you can create a hashtag, for example, 1429 G Street Northeast OH, which equals open house. A little bit of a tidbit, if you're using the Open House app, your leads generate through the app will automatically have that property address hashtag applied when syncing from your app to your Smart CRM. So you can set this up prior to having an open home. People are using the Open House app, they're signing in, that hashtag is automatically attached to it. Then you can set up a campaign 2-3 hours after that open home that has an email or a text message being sent out to them saying, hi, thanks for coming to my open home. It was great to meet you. Do you need further information, or would you like to set up an appointment, as an example? As I said before, you can use them as a trigger. So hashtags can be used to trigger a smart campaign, which remove a manual step, making your business a little bit more efficient and removing things you usually have to do. When building or editing a campaign, you do have that option to use a hashtag as a trigger. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of a live example. While we are doing that, does anyone have any questions for me? No? Oh, you're so quiet today, guys. All right. Can you see my screen? I'm assuming you can. Okay. Awesome. Thanks, Jackie. All right, so as you know, when you log into MyWiCut, you are automatically taken to your dashboard, and then you just go to the Smart CRM system. And then you are taken to all your leads. So let me just filter out mine. As you guys know, I have admin, so I get everything. So let's just change this around. My filters. Okay, and as you can see here, I have all my leads here. As I mentioned before, all the hashtags that you have attached to your clients or your contacts or whoever is in your CRM system is underneath here. I'm just going to open up one of these. Let's go, John. Right, no. Okay, let's use this one here. So I have just added Fazine onto my system. She's a brand new agent coming into WiCut. So I'm just adding her details now. And you can see the hashtags that I've added on there. So I've added Alexandria Old Town, and I've put marketing meeting Alexandria Old Town. These are my way of organizing you guys into different groups. So I have different meetings every week for you guys. I send out different emails to you guys. So this is a way that I manage that. So as you guys know, I do send out like a marketing update nearly every week. So how I do that is I basically have added a hashtag to you guys, so which is Alexandria Old Town. And there you go. So this is everyone here who will get that email sent out. So as an example, if I want to send out a mass email to everyone, but I know that I only want to send it to specific people, but I don't know every single individual that I'm going to send it to. I don't know their name, I don't know their last name. I just know that I held an open home on Saturday and I want to contact those people. So we're going to go marketing autopilot. Schedule mass emails. Schedule email. Contacts with hashtag as an example. So let's say today at 3:30, subject line. Whatever you put on your subject line is fine. Just make sure it's eye-catching. Hello. I wanted to take I'm sure your emails are much better than this, guys. This is just an example. And then schedule email. So because I use the filter through a hashtag, I am able to send that to 108 people. Easy as that. Any questions? No? Okay. As I also mentioned before, you can set your hashtags up as a trigger, which means you can set up a smart campaign on your MyWiCart that will be triggered by a hashtag. So how you do this is really easy. Again, you just go to your marketing autopilot. You go to your smart campaign, start a campaign. And then you've got all these here. So I'm gonna just select a monthly newsletter. I'm gonna clone it. And then this is what comes up. So I'm just gonna go through here and then like you can see here, start campaign when move to hashtag, and then you can write your hashtag that you have created. Also, you can put a trigger, the same trigger. Let's say hashtag is next, and then you go through the steps of this. Next, clone campaign, done. So that campaign will be sent out. I should remove that too. So this campaign will be triggered every time I use the hashtag Old Town or anyone who has that hashtag Old Town. Really easy. It saves you trying to remember every single person. It's a better organizational system. The only thing you need to remember is the hashtag you attach to it. So make them really easy. I know the system doesn't have an area where you can filter out like figure out where your hashtags are or all your hashtags, but keep them really easy, keep them really simple. And like if someone say for example, you do an open home and someone goes, actually, no, I'm no longer interested in that house, make sure you take that hashtag off. Keep the address, but take the hashtag off. If you do need, like, I am happy to sit down with you and filter out your hashtags, keep them really simple. I'm happy to do a one-on-one with you because everyone has a different organizational system. You can be like me, who's severely type A and has to have everyone in their little area. Or you can just have them wherever you feel like it. It's not a problem. So are there any questions, anything like that? No. Wow, guys, you're really quiet. Oh, hang on. Nope. Okay, guys. Is there anything I can help with while I'm here? Any questions, concerns, suggestions, help while I'm available? No? Great. Is there an actual newsletter if we use your sample? Oh, like an actual newsletter you can send out to your clients, Jackie?
With that, we would have to create our own, or does Weichert have a newsletter that's actually set up in the system?
That's a yes or no question. Yes, there is one. I've created one just for Alexandria Old Town. So it has all our logos and everything like that. It also has the events within Alexandria. But you do have to do a little bit of editing, such as like adding your own information in there. I've put like featured properties and things like that. Here, I'll show you what it looks like.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I've got to fix it. Actually, I got to fix it because I accidentally did something to it, but you get the general idea. So it's got all the Weichert logos on there, the events that are happening around the area. But when it comes to like what's new, hints and tips, industry news, and featured properties, this is where you actually need to edit it and adjust it a little bit. Other than that, having an actual newsletter being sent out, I do believe there is one out there for you to use, but it is very generic. I haven't actually seen it because it's in the system as just a smart campaign, but it is very generic.
Mm-hmm.
So personally, I don't like it, but that's just me. Let's have a look. Yeah. Actually, they've stolen mine. Oh, I like it when they use my stuff. It makes me feel happy. But yeah, there is a couple in there that you can use. One's very generic. Like I said, I don't like it. As a marketing professional, I really don't like it. But yeah, you can use those or you can edit it.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions, concerns, suggestions? No? Okay, great. Well, thank you for joining. So I'm here till 5 o'clock today, but I do have another meeting at 2:30. So please reach out to me if you need me. Otherwise, you can reach me via email, cell, text message, anything like that. Otherwise, if I don't hear from you guys, please have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.